Good evening, YouTube. Bill number 3 down here in the Carolinas. What we got up on the bench today is what used to be a Texas Star hot plate. This amp was built back in 88, 89. And it was built by a friend of mine, 747. Used to be a friend of mine. I haven't seen him in a long time. I reckon he still is. And this is Little Red's box up in Reidsville. And he wanted me to get this thing back up and running and try to keep it as normal looking as this looking as it's supposed to be, whatever you call it. This is a prototype box of 747s back in the day, and Bruce bought it and wanted me to get it back up and running. And this thing had a tuner over here. This tuner here over here and went to ground, didn't do nothing. And then this tuner here goes, you know, of course the input, and then the output tune was here with some metal clads. Reads to be about 75 puff, and it had these Texas Star commanders on it. That was the input. This was the output. And of course, it had one bad transistor in it right there, so it burnt this combiner out going to it. So got this thing up and running. It had a key up circuit in it, the way it keyed it up. This one keyed and keyed that one. So this one is not working. That transistor down there is bad. So this is not working. So I went a little bit more modern with it. This is the old style key up circuit that I've seen people use a while back. So I put that in it, and I kind of rerouted some wires. This thing's not done yet. I've just got it up and running. Put a new transistor in it. Appreciate it, Rainmaker. Got a transistor from him, and the combiners on it was. I remember old Junior back in the day said just put as much wire as you can get around the combiners, and I think this one had 5, and that one had 6. So I run them back down and made them up where they're supposed to be. And from the output combined transformer, it ain't got no 120s to ground or 330s or whatever was supposed to be there. I think for 2290s it actually ought to be 330s if I ain't mistaken. But this is 2290s, 8 2290s. And like I said, this was built a long time ago, and it was up and running till a few years ago. It blew a transistor out of it and just set it to the side and started running another amp. But this was working. This has got a thermal coupler for the turn the fan on. One of these goes to the fan, turns the fan kit on. It's got 2 fans go 92 millimeters on the top and 2 on the bottom. But the crazy thing about this is it ain't got enough heat sink for it. I don't know what happened to the rest of the heat sink, but it's I'd say about 15 inches long, maybe 5.5 inches wide. I don't think it would be enough, but with all them fans on it running, it may keep it cool. But that's the way it looks right now. I'm going to show you this thing up and running. Let me hook his power up. power hooked up to it. That's all I'm running into it. It's this Rainmaker tuned 29. And I'll show you reflect. Got it down decent. I wanted a little bit more, but this with radio drive. Radio does about five bird watts, about 11 and 12 peak. It's on 1,000 watt slug. This is an average. Keep old mic here. Audio, 1,000 watt slug. This thing will focus. It's doing about 140, I think. Audio, about 140. That's what it's reflect. Audio, hello, about half a watt. Let this thing do on peak. 1 times 1,000 watt slug, fly all the way over, be 1,000 watts. Audio, audio, oh, it do about 450. Sitting there running like it, and it seems to be running pretty cool. Running real good and cool. Got a little heat in it, but it ain't bad. I mean, you hold your hand on it all day long. Oh, hell, that's good. Transformers ain't hot. Feedbacks ain't hot. Seems to be doing good. And all Toshiba 2290s. 8 of them. And it's just a video of the first part of it. I ain't done with it yet. I think I'm gonna take this out of there because it's not working anymore. It's working through that key up circuit there, and do a little rerouting on stuff. And if you'll notice, the power wire coming in hits right there, goes around, and then it loops over through an 8-gauge piece of wire, and then comes back over here and feeds all that. So I'm pretty sure that the voltage on this side is dropping way more than this side. So we're going to try to equal that up a little bit, you know, maybe run some new power wires from over here over to there, and get this thing up and going a little better than what it is. I'm going to check the voltage drop, see what it is over here compared to over here, and see if it's, you know, I know it'll be worth doing, but he wanted to keep this thing looking as stock. Now this ain't stock, but as stock as this was, you know. And like I said, some of these parts don't work anymore, so I'm thinking probably just get rid of this, or maybe leave it in there. I'll talk to him about it. But it's nice little inductors. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I took it out and checked it, but seems to be doing pretty good. It's doing what it ought to for 2290s. Alright, I just thought this would be a fun little video of what was going on with some old school technology. And if you know electronics, it don't take long for something upgraded. About every 2 or 3 weeks, it's something new out. But yeah, that's what we're doing with now. So y'all have a good one. Bill number 3 down here in the Carolinas with this old school technology. Later.